For those of you who don't know, I work here in the city. That's why I'm wearing a suit. But in the city where I live, everything here is really weird. If you don't work, you basically lose your house. So I'm kind of forced to work so I don't lose everything I've achieved. But you can see that my friend is crying here. I'm coming over to see why he's crying. But now he turned around and he said, I'm going to lose my house. It will be demolished. Look, that's really sad. You can see that now he lives on the street. But look, I'm going to work and tell my boss to hire him so my friend can work with me. And apparently he got really happy. But now I'm coming here to drive this car of mine to go to work. Guys, I'm arriving right here and someone has already lost their house. So I really don't want to be the next person. Now I'm arriving at work. I'm going to leave my car as usual exactly in the parking lot because it always stays here. But now I'm going to have to go up here. Guys, this is where I work, but there's a problem. My boss is right here and it doesn't seem like this is very good. He said, you're fired for not working enough. Guys, this can't be true because I really work a lot. And if I get fired, I'm going to lose everything. But I really need him to give me another chance. Apparently he refused. He really won't give me another chance here in Roblox. This is really sad because my friend is waiting for me here thinking I'm going to get a new job. He said, please leave now. Okay, I'm really going to leave now. Guys, I just lost everything. I really don't know how this is possible. I worked so hard my whole life and now I'm being fired. So I'm going to take the opportunity to go back home because I really don't know what to do. So I'm coming back here to the front. But guys, you can tell that a house was successfully demolished. The house just disappeared from here. But now a player showed up. I don't know why he came here out of nowhere. He said, you're never going to have money in your life and now you got fired. But guys, he's laughing at me. I don't know how he knows I got fired. He knows things he shouldn't know. Now he just went back inside. This was really weird. It really seems like this player had something to do with me getting fired here in Roblox. But now I just got back home, and now my friend is coming here thinking everything went well. But actually everything went wrong, and now even he ended up getting scared. Unfortunately, we lost everything. He said, so I'm going to lose my house? That's what it looks like is going to happen, because I'm also going to lose my house, which is my favorite house. This red house of mine is really nice, and now I'm going to lose it. Guys, I don't know what I'm going to do to make money, but I'm coming back home, because I'm going to start looking on this computer to see if I can find some job. But now a lot of time has passed. It's even night already. I didn't find anything. My friend just lost his house. He's even crying in the middle of nowhere. Guys, this is really sad. But now my power got cut off. There's no more light in my house because I don't have money to pay the bills. Guys, I'm leaving here. I really can't believe I lost everything. But now my friend is coming over to say something. He said, I'm going to the homeless shelter. Maybe they'll help me. Okay, I hope everything goes well. So now he's coming up front because he's going to live in the shelter. For those of you who don't know, the shelter has lots of people who basically lost everything. And my friend is going to live there. I hope everything goes well. But now I'm going back home because I'm going to try to sleep because I hope this is all a dream and that tomorrow my situation gets better. Guys, now it's finally morning, but there's a really big problem. The people who demolish houses just arrived here to demolish my house. One of them even came here to talk to me. He said, hi. He said, I need you to leave your house. Look, I can't leave here no matter what. I'm just going to stay in my house and I'm not going to let him come here because this house is mine and no one is going to take it from me. But guys, it looks like he doesn't even care. Now he got back in his car and it seems like he's going to demolish my house even with me still inside. Look, this is really bad. He started the demolition. I have to get out of here urgently. This player is really destroying my house. Guys, I need to get out of here urgently. What's happening is the weirdest thing ever, especially because I didn't do anything. And even so, he's destroying my house for no reason. You can see there's a lot of destruction here. I'm coming over to get my car and save it from this demolition because I don't want my car to go down with it. Guys, now some time has passed. I ended up selling my clothes just to get food. After selling my suit, I only managed to get this apple. I can already see that soon I'll have to sell my car too. But I'm coming here to see how my house is now. I want to see if they forgave me and will let me keep my house. So I'm arriving right here. And guys, my house was totally destroyed. This is the most unfair thing that ever happened. And now he just left like nothing even happened. This really is the end of my property. But now this player is coming here. Literally, this player is evil, and he's coming to talk to me. Look, I didn't want to talk to him, because I'm almost sure he's the one who did this. He said, it was me, and you're only going to get back what you lost if you steal from others. This player is really weird, but what he said is true. If I steal from others, I'll be able to get enough money to recover everything I lost. So I really appreciate the tip. But now it looks like he's going back to his house. His house looks really expensive, and now he went back inside. But guys, now I've sold everything I had. I don't even have a car anymore, because I sold it to buy food. And the person who bought my car is coming right here. Guys, he has a lot of money. In fact, he just bought a mansion here in Roblox, and now he's coming inside. Guys, I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. I don't know what to do to make money. While all of them have a mansion, I lost everything I had just because I didn't pay the bills. But now I'm going to stay right here because I want to see if he's going to help me. But I don't think he's very happy. He said, get out of here. I don't want poor people in my neighborhood. Look, this is really weird. Guys, I'm going to leave this place because there's not much I can do. But now he's coming inside. I had an idea. I'm going to get into his car without him noticing. Perfect. I'm inside now. He grabbed a snack and and is coming back. He's going to return to his house, but he has no idea that I'm in here. But apparently he arrived at this house. And guys, I don't know what's going on, but he came to someone else's house. In this case, this person arrived here, and apparently they're friends. He even got happy now. He said, "Today I saw a homeless guy, he lost everything, and for some reason, he's laughing at me. Look, this is really weird." But that player went to the elevator and apparently went down. The other player came too, and also went down. But guys, I had a genius idea. I'm coming to the elevator too, but instead of going down, I'm going up. And up here, you can see there's a lot of money. There are simply millions of dollars. I'm sure if I take a bit of it, they won't even notice. Guys, I'm going to take a little. Actually, I took this bag of money. I'm going to grab as much money as I can. Perfect. Now I've got all of this. This really is a lot of money. I took about 1% of what they have. I doubt they'll notice I did this. But now I'm going to the bathroom to see what else they're hiding in there. And it looks like there's even more money. But there's a problem. He showed up here. This player also came here. And it looks like the two of them are sitting on the couch basically to talk about business. He said, "I'm rich. And you?" Look, the conversation between these two players is really weird. I really didn't want to be here, but I don't know how I'm going to get out. Finally, the player got up and went to the kitchen, apparently to prepare some food. This other player came over to eat some food. Guys, this is the perfect moment for me to finally leave here with a lot of money in Roblox. But now I have to wait for the two players to get distracted. Now they're both sitting on the chairs, so I'm going to leave very carefully because they can't notice I'm here. And now I'm going to go down here. Perfect. I'm getting out of here, and I'm going to steal this player's car, especially because this car was mine. But guys, the car alarm ended up going off, and maybe they're going to notice what's happening. Both of them are right here. They're watching what's going on. This player here got really scared. Now I finally stole his car. I have to get out of here urgently. Actually, I'm going to leave this car back here, totally hidden in this spot. It's really hard for him to notice the car is here because I hid it really well. It's really going to be hard for him to notice. But now I have more missions to do. We have other houses here that seem to have a lot of money, like this mansion right here. So I'm going to have to rob all these mansions. But now a police officer is arriving out front. Guys, this is really bad because he's coming here to see what happened. The player even came down here to explain everything to the police officer. Meanwhile, I'm coming into this house very carefully to steal the money. So I'm arriving right here, and I'm hoping there's no one inside. And it really looks like there's a lot of money here, but there's also a player watching over it because he's watching TV. And if I go in through this door, he's eventually going to see me. But for some reason, there's a box here. I don't know what's inside this box. And actually, I got this item that's going to help hide my real identity. But now the police officer is coming back to his car. He's basically going to patrol the whole city. Actually, he's coming to this mansion to talk to the player who lives here, who is also really rich. And maybe this is the perfect distraction for me to eventually steal the money. Now the two of them are talking here, but I need them to leave immediately. I really need them to come outside, so I'm going to have to create a distraction. I'm going to throw this ball right here. Now the ball is rolling out front. I really hope he sees it, and he actually got distracted and is coming over to see what this ball is doing. Look, that distraction was really weird because it actually worked. Now I'm going to be able to come inside and take a bit of the player's money. Actually, I'm going to take just a little because I can't raise suspicion that someone is stealing their money. But now I got a lot of money. I have approximately $5 million, so I'm going to get out of here. But there's a problem. He saw me. Even the police officer arrived here. This player is going to explain everything that happened to the officer, so I have to get out of here urgently. I'm going to jump over this part, and now I have to jump up here. Perfect. I made it. I'm having to run up front because there's another house I want to rob because that player did a lot of bad things to me. The player who lives in that house laughed at me because I lost everything. He's really an evil person, so I want to steal his money to make him really mad. You can see he has so much money that if I take a bit of it, he won't even notice a difference. Now the police officer is turning over there. He really wants to find out where I am, but he's never going to figure it out, especially because I'm not revealing my identity. I'm 100% hidden, but now I'm arriving right here. I'm going to have to jump into this pool. Now I finally got up here, but I'm moving very carefully to take all the player's money. He shouldn't notice that I'm here. Actually, I'm going to hide back here. It looks like he got up because he felt someone's presence nearby, but there's no one here. You can really tell he's very confused, and he went back to using the computer. But guys, I'm going to take a bit of money. Perfect. I'm putting it all in here. Now I have $7 million. I really have a lot of money now, and he didn't even notice anything because he has so much money that if I take a little, he won't see any difference. But I want to steal the money from this house to get revenge on the player who lives here, so I'm arriving here very carefully. I'm coming through the front door because I'm not afraid. And again, it looks like he has a lot of money, and there's no one in this house. Guys, this is too good to be true, so I have to be a little careful. I'm going to take a bit of money here. Actually, I'm going to take a lot of money because this player was really weird to me, but he showed up right there, and now it looks like he's laughing at me. He said, "You fell into my trap." Guys, I don't know what he's talking about because this doesn't look like a trap. It's a lot of money, just like the other rich people in Brookhaven have. All of them have a lot of money, but it looks like the police officer is right here. He's coming to possibly arrest me. He basically wants me to leave this place, but I'm not going to go down there. But he's aiming that item. He said, "Get down there, you'll be arrested." Guys, this is really bad. I'm actually getting arrested in Brookhaven for everything I did here in Roblox. Roblox. This is really terrible. But now I'm going to go down just like he asked. And basically I'm going to get arrested here. Now the officer grabbed the handcuffs and now I'm actually going to jail. Even that player is laughing at me. Guys, this is really bad. I didn't think this was going to happen. But now I'm really going to jail. I lost absolutely everything I had. All of this because that player made me lose my job. But now I'm being taken out front. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going, but it looks like I'm coming to the maximum security prison. Even the police officer is coming up here now because this is my end. There's absolutely nothing I can do to basically get out of this prison. So now we're arriving right here. This police officer is looking around. He finally opened the gate. This is really my end. I'm being taken straight into this prison. Now I've finally been uncuffed. But guys, now I'm basically in the maximum security prison. This is really going to be my end. Even the player said goodbye and just left. Guys, I'm never going to get out of here, especially because now that I'm in this place, I really won't be able to leave. There's even a guard right up front and also a player training here. He really trained a lot. But now I'm coming over to choose a cell. And for some reason there's a player here that I know. Apparently, my friend is right here. He even stood up. He said it was a trap. The homeless shelter was actually a prison. Okay, that's the weirdest trap of all. But something really strange happened. They took all my money, but they forgot to take this item. And with this item, I can escape from prison. And I'm really not exaggerating. I can actually get out of here now. He even got scared. But I'm going over to see if the other player also wants to leave. So he's coming over too. But this player is really training hard, and he would be really important for our escape. I'm calling him over, and he finally stood up. He said, if you want to escape prison, don't even talk to me, because I don't want to escape. I don't know how he doesn't want to escape prison. That really doesn't make sense to me. Maybe it makes sense if he's almost done with his time here. But honestly, I don't know. He said, I only have 27 years left until I get out of here, and I'll definitely have a new life. Okay, that's really weird. I actually wanted to know why he got sentenced to 27 years. I just don't know. But now the guard is coming over to see what's going on. So the two of them went back to training. But look, nothing major happened, and apparently he understood that. Now it looks like he finally came back to watch over all of us. But now everything has been shut. There's no more sunlight here in the prison. Now even he came back here, and apparently he's calling me. Now I'm going to have to follow him, because I want to see what he's doing. But he's coming up front, and apparently he came here to get some food. Okay, this is really weird. He said, open that door. If you can open it, we'll escape. Look, I don't know how he knows that. But guys, apparently that door is our way out of this prison. So now I'm messing with it, because I want to open this door without the guard noticing. Perfect. I finally opened it. Now we're in here. We really escaped from prison. Now he went up there, so I'm coming up too. And guys, there's this flashlight here that I grabbed, and we're going to have to go down into this really weird hole, because I've never seen this before. But I'm following my friend, because maybe he knows what he's doing. I really don't know where he's going, but I really hope he knows the direction he's heading. Now he came this way, and we finally escaped. We really managed to get out of here. We're free from this prison. This was genius. He said, now we have to live a new life with disguises. Yes, unfortunately that's true. Now we're going to have to use lots of disguises so no one recognizes us. Guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the join button, and I'll add you on Roblox.